What is up, guys? We are live. Zach Ginn here, and this is a pretty exciting episode. I'm going to be breaking down the entire wholesaling real estate process. This is going to be a very awesome video. I think at least once a month, I want to do something like this where I break down the complete wholesaling real estate process from start to finish. I truly want to get just a beginner's perspective. If you were brand new, like brand spanking new, you just saw your friend told you about wholesaling real estate last week. I really want to give a refresher of just the entire process for this year, for 2022, just a brand new like beginner's guide tutorial, step by step for wholesaling real estate. So if you're a guy or gal doing, $200,000 per year in profit for wholesaling, this is probably not your video. This is for the person that's probably hasn't done a deal. They're brand new. They might want a quick refresher, or they want to give this to somebody. This is going to be sort of video for you. I mean, this would be the one that I personally would recommend. And let's break it down, guys. So if you guys do me a favor, remember, smash that like button and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Also, guys, do me a favor and just make sure the audio is working. The audio was a little scratchy yesterday, so we took about 5 minutes after the schedule, 5 o'clock, just to test it all out. And the audio is working. So if you guys in the comments, just let me know, hey, audio is working. Very interesting. A lot of these people, they do these lives, and it's like a pre-recorded one. So just to show you guys, I don't see ISO all messed up on this. I think it is. So how am I going to show you guys? Oh, wait. So I hope you guys saw that. It's 5:10 here. It's a live video. I get asked every single time, is this a live one? This is live, guys. Okay. We are in the Shark Tank. So we're excited for this one. So let's break it down, guys. It is 5:10 p.m., 9/29/2021, just to show you it's live. So let's get it going. So if you're brand new to wholesaling real estate, this is like the video. So this is pretty exciting. So let's start bringing it down. You guys like this video, you subscribed, and let's get it going. So let's start this right from the beginning, because I have done the wholesaling process so many times, and it's very hard for a lot of people who are higher level doing 7-figure wholesaling operations like me to really kind of, I'm not going to call it dumbing down, but simplifying the wholesaling process, because it's like if you know another language, like let's say you know Spanish, you were born with someone who spoke Spanish in the house, and you didn't learn Spanish. I mean, you were just told words in Spanish and you understood it. And then you're trying to teach someone who is, let's say they're Chinese and they only know Mandarin, and you're like, I'll teach you Spanish. It's like, well, like Spanish at a very high level, but can you teach it well? And that's, I think, the reason why a lot of people subscribe to me on YouTube is they truly like the way I simplify. That's what I try to do and try to help the people out. So let's break it down, guys, because I want to just convey one thing before we get started. When you're like brand new in wholesaling real estate, and that is that wherever you go, whatever YouTube, whatever YouTuber you learn wholesaling real estate from, everyone makes it seem like it's very, very complicated. I want this. If this is the first and last time you ever see me when it comes to wholesaling real estate, I want you to understand that wholesaling is a very, very simple business. It is not an easy business, but it's very simple. That's the best way I can really describe it. Is it's very simple, but it's very hard. It's like doing very hard labor. It's not easy to go out there and run 10 miles. It's very simple, one foot over the other, which one step, you're running 10 miles, but a lot harder execution. So that's kind of how wholesaling, the best I could equate it. It's a very simple process, but it's very, very difficult. So if you just get one thing out of here before you ever know me, that is all you got. It is not a complicated. The more you simplify this business, even when you're scaling a business up to millions and millions of dollars in profit, the more you simplify it, the more money you're going to make. Once I simplified wholesaling, I made it really complicated, making like $200K a year. Once I simplified it and got people in there, it grew to $1 million easy, because I simplified the processes. And I went from trying to like just close sellers all the time to just, hey, have conversations. And if they're interested, we'll talk. Like That's how we do it. But I don't want to get in a rant about advanced wholesaling systems. I really want to break it from the top, from the beginning. And really, guys, just quick plug. Everything I talk about is I actually have a free course on it. It's called freewholesaling.com. I got about shocker, I don't have 27 hours to break down wholesaling real estate like step by step. It would probably take me about 40 hours. The truth is, for me to break down wholesaling from start to finish, like in every detail you possibly need to know, it'd be about 40 hours. YouTube only lets me go live for 8. That's a problem, right? So freewholesaling.com does that. That's where I spent the 40 hours just doing everything perfectly. That's where everything's organized. But I really want to give you a crash course so you kind of just understand the process. You don't need to understand wholesaling today. I just want you to understand the really nitty gritty basics of it, because I want you to have a really good foundation. I think a lot of people learning on YouTube get terrible foundations. So it's like building a house. And this is going to be contradictory. There's a huge contradiction in what we talked about, because in wholesaling, we don't sell houses. We don't deal with real estate. But when you're building a house, you want a good foundation, and then you can build on top of that. And that's kind of what I want to do. We're gonna do the level. We're gonna make sure the slab is all leveled perfectly, and we're gonna make it's all perfect, and then we're gonna get it going. So let's get it going. Like it is literally like doing a sculptor. It's like doing everything. You need to spend, if you had 20 hours to, cut, let's say, a piece of meat, you should, or actually, no, I think this is Abe Lincoln's one. Abe Lincoln did an analogy, and this is the one I really want you to hammer home before you learn wholesaling. If you had, let's say, 10 hours to chop down a tree, you would spend 9 hours sharpening the axe. That's how I want you to learn wholesaling real estate. And that is the easiest way to do it. So let's start sharpening our axe and kind of getting going. So what is wholesaling real estate? I think this is a really, really great question. And like, shockingly for a lot of people, there's a lot of answers. I think one answer I hear a lot is with the flashy people. What's wholesaling real estate? It's going out there and closing the deal and being the coolest person out there and just getting that money, getting the Lamborghini, getting the watches. If you guys haven't seen my flex real quick, flexing the watches on y'all. But wholesaling real estate really breaks down to one simple thing. And this is what we do. You can argue with me all the time. I'm not a lawyer, financial advisor, or anything, but what you do is you sell contracts on properties. That is what wholesaling real estate is. And that is what it breaks down to. We're not flipping properties. We're not actually buying houses. We are in the business of selling contracts. I am not a real estate investor when I'm a wholesaler. I'm a real estate investor. I actually own real estate. Like, I own rentals. I own flips. I'm actively flipping a lot of properties right now in Florida. But I am not, when I'm only doing wholesaling, I wouldn't consider that real estate investing or actually investing in real estate. You're really in the contract business. You're basically an arbitrager, if that makes sense. You're not owning things. Let's say you're doing options for stocks. You don't own the stock. You have an option for it. You possibly, if you want to execute it, you can buy the property, you can buy the stock, but you're not owning anything. And for a lot of people, they're like, oh, I want to own the real estate or property. Here's the cool part. You don't own the real estate. You can make money on the contract and you have no risk. No risk is arbitrary. Let's say you do something illegal, then definitely you can't do that. There's laws in place to protect you to be ethical in wholesaling real estate. I don't think there should be a regulation, but there's plenty of laws to protect you. Again, this is like going after a 95-year-old elderly woman and trying to get a property for $1 and then selling it for $100,000. Like that's not wholesaling. That is straight up illegal. You're not allowed. That is fraud. That is elder abuse. Can't be doing stuff like that. There's plenty of wholesalers that try that and they go to jail because they should. So this is a completely different thing. Okay. This business is 100% illegal in 50 states in the United States. Oh, wholesaling, it's regulated in this state. You can still wholesale. There's ways you can. We broke it down. We actually did a video on that. We're breaking it down soon, but we are in the business right now, guys, to sell contracts. Okay. I want to emphasize this because nobody tells us on YouTube. Okay. We do not sell real estate. Okay. So everyone going after here saying I'm a real estate investor, I'm a house flipper. and you only wholesale, you're not a house. I want you to legally understand, because I truthfully believe if you're getting into something, you should understand it. You buy a boat. We got the sharks behind me. You buy a boat or a jet ski. I want you to understand how the boat works before you start using it. You buy a car. Probably best to understand how cars work if you get stranded on the side of the road, right? So when you're getting into wholesaling, it comes down to the foundations, guys. You're selling contracts. So remember, you sell contracts, not houses. You start acting like you own a house and you're trying to sell a house you don't own. You can't be doing that, okay, guys? Like, a lot of young people out here do that. Technically not. You're not allowed to do that. So do not do that. You are selling contracts. You can sell your equitable interest in a property. And all y'all guys say I don't go live. Equitable interest in a property. That is what you do. You're selling that, okay? You're selling like basically the contract. So that is what this is. Very important emphasis for everyone brand new, beginner. You are not realtors. You are not a real estate agent. You might be licensed. Sure, you are. But you're not doing it as a real estate agent. You're doing it as a private company or a person. Real estate agent as a person can do it. And that's kind of what we do. Now, remember, I think a lot of people get confused with real estate agents becoming a realtor, especially starting out. When I started out in wholesaling, like when I was 17, I didn't know the difference between a real estate agent and a wholesale. Like I had no idea. I didn't know what they did. I know a lot of people in my family. Like I have a younger cousin, and she was like, "Are you a real estate agent, Zach?" And I'm like, "What?" Like younger, like, high school, but like that's what a lot of young teenagers like think we do. Like I was that same teenager. I had no idea. Like it was all confusing to me. Like wow, I didn't know what was going on. So a lot of people get this confused, and I really want to break it down for everyone who's brand new. There's so many teenagers that I started out 17. I know exactly the difference. So a realtor gets paid around 3%. It could be negotiable, and they get paid to sell a house on behalf of somebody. And so they have a bunch of disclosures, regulations. Hey, I don't own the house, but I'm helping the person sell the house. I'm selling the house for them. They get a commission for it. We as wholesalers aren't that. We're not regulated. That helps us a lot with a lot of great stuff. We can do marketing that other realtors aren't allowed to do. So we get paid on the contract difference. I know a lot of you, maybe if you're older, you're 40, 50 years old, you like this word. This is one of my favorite words in the English dictionaries, arbitrage. I love that word. If you're brand new in this and you don't know what that word is, don't get confused on it. But basically what we do is we take advantage of the price difference on the contract price, basically the value of the home versus the market value. The best way I can describe that is if I got a contract for $100,000 and I know the market value is $110,000, I can make $10,000 in profit. And this might seem confusing, but we're really going to break it all down right now, because I truly believe it's just not being broken down enough. And everyone who's brand new, I just feel bad because I literally do so many advanced videos on this channel that someone's brand new once it gets confusing. So freewholesaling.com's got it all. Again, it's free. Just two quick disclaimers I want to say before we get into it, because I feel like if you're just seeing this and you're going to leave, it's okay. I mean, TikTok culture teaches everyone you got to learn everything, and you got to watch content for 30 seconds or leave. This is not that video. I truly actually just want to teach you it. So I can't teach you wholesaling in 30 seconds. So go to TikTok if you want that. But I really wanted to share my story. Not like for a long one, but for everyone who's brand new. My name's Zach Ginn. Hi, how are you? You're either watching this on the Zach Ginn YouTube channel or the Flip with Rick YouTube channel. And both these YouTube channels are different. Zach Ginn YouTube channel has all my live streams. Flip with Rick has the same live stream. We stream them both at the same time, and all on Wholesaling Houses for Real, my Facebook, all the socials are basically there. Zach Ginn channel is exclusive Zach Ginn content that I do. I do a lot of clips, do a lot of really interesting, like very short, to the point stuff. The Flip with Rick YouTube channel has Rick Ginn content. That's my dad. He's been a wholesaler for like 20 plus years. So he does about 2 to 3 videos every single week on that one exclusively that you're really not going to see on the Zach Ginn channel, but the Zach Ginn channel's got Zach Ginn stuff. So you're either watching one of those channels, and the point of that channel, the point of what I'm doing right now today is I want to help you make $100,000 per year in wholesaling real estate profits absolutely for free. That's all I want. So that's my goal. So this brings back to my story where I started about $300 in my bank account and I had no money. And Rick, my dad, was actually a pretty good wholesaler back in the day. And I asked him to teach me it. And he basically told me to do it myself if I wanted. He's kind of a busy guy. And I just started. And I literally spent all my money on bandit signs and made about 100K before I graduated high school at 17. Basically went to college, did virtual wholesaling there, learned cold calling. And from there, scaled up and partnered back with Rick when I came back. And we run a 7-figure plus wholesaling real estate operation in profits. And we're definitely one of the biggest ones in Florida. I'm not claiming to be doing $100 million or something crazy. I wish. But I kind of do what I want to do. And that's kind of what the goal of what I want to teach people. So that's kind of what I do. That's who I am. I'm 22 years old right now. I started at 17, 5 years in the game here. And I just want to help you guys out. So if that can connect you to a story, I just wanted to tell you guys that story, not to brag, not to, I just want to show you. I started this business with $300. I spent $0 learning wholesaling real estate. And I want to give you that same advantage that I got for you. So not everyone's got Rick in their corner next to them, living with them when I was 17. But you do have me living in your house. Now, before you get all weird, like Zach's living in my house through the computer screen, okay? All my content's free. I want you to have the same advantage I did. So I'm giving you that advantage. And that's all freewholesaling.com. That is where the advantage is, okay? You literally have me in your screen for hours and hours and hours. I go live I go like 4 videos every single week is live, like this one right now, where I am like in your corner talking to you. Like there's nothing that's better. That's a way better advantage than I did when I was starting out. I had none of that. Okay. So I want to give you even a bigger advantage than I did starting out. And that's the point of why I go live. Everyone asks why I go live. So the reason was I do it all for free because I did it for free. And it's crazy. The gurus, the coaches, they're trying to siphon 5K out of you. So you're brand new in this business. Everyone's going to be telling you, spend $5,000 for this course. Buy courses. Buy courses. Don't do it, guys. Do not buy courses. You're feeding into a terrible, greedy industry. And I'm just trying to change the game for wholesaling and make it all free. I want wholesaling to be free information. If you want to go learn how to code, can you imagine if you wanted to learn how to code? Because people who learn how to code, they can make hundreds of thousands of dollars per year in a salary, and they can learn it for free. They go to local library and do it. It's a really great way for someone who, let's say you're living in poverty in the United States of America and you don't think you have any way out and you got to do illegal things or you got to work like a 9-to-5 job the rest of your life or, be a construction worker. I'm not berating any of those industries. I used to be a bag boy. Let's say you have to work in a grocery store for the rest of your life. There's a way out. Like you can go on the internet and learn anything. You can learn all these skills, all these trades, learn accounting, but let's say you go there, you can learn coding. They make coding free. Can you imagine you had to pay to learn coding? It'd be almost impossible for the way the industry is doing right now. So I want to make it just like wholesaling where it's all for free. And I can really help bring everyone economically up from the bottom that doesn't know this stuff or has no money at all. And they have a life of poverty, but they can learn this wholesaling real estate business and really create them into riches. So that's my little story. That's my little spiel. That's kind of where I'm coming from and why I'm trying to teach you, because I want you to connect with it so you understand what I'm doing. Does this guy have an ulterior motive? My motive is I want to help. That's really it. So let's break it down, guys. So now I gave you my little thing there, but let's break down the wholesaling real estate process. And I think it's really interesting to understand it from a very simple process. So number one here is when you're doing wholesaling real estate, the key in the beginning is to find a motivated seller. This is basically marketing. And guys, remember, you can watch this video as many times as possible. This is going to be recorded. So once it's live, it stays recorded. So don't worry about that. It's all going to be there. So don't be panicked to write notes down. Oh, this is like a Clubhouse where I say the info. And if you don't get it down, it's done forever. Guys, it's okay. This stuff's going to be here. Okay. So do not fret. Do not be worried about it. We got it all. Okay. So number one here is, how do you find a motivated seller? And that's the number one thing is. So what is a motivated seller? basically a motivated seller is someone who wants to sell their house for a discount, really. And that's really the best definition I can find. These are people, I don't like to say definitions with words in them. What I mean is a motivated seller is a seller who is motivated to sell a house. Like, what does that mean? So this is a person that needs to sell their property for an array of reasons. Maybe they want to move out of state. They have a different job. Uh, they're getting a divorce. Maybe they're behind on their taxes and it's advantageous for them to sell now before going into auction or something. That is what a motivated seller is. And we want to get in contact with these people. So once we find someone like that, we're going to meet the seller, the motivated seller, at their house, or we're going to talk to them over the phone, and we're going to look at the house and assess the value of it. And once we find the value of the property, what we're going to do is negotiate a price with them to buy their house for a discount. We can assess the value. Hey, I know this house is worth $110,000. What I'm going to do here is offer to buy it for 90. Maybe they say, oh, I got to sell it for 110. Can we meet in the middle at 100? Put it, and then at 100, you go from there. So you might be asking yourself this question is like, why is someone going to sell their property for a discount? This absolutely makes no sense at all. And the best way I can describe it is 3 different methods. I used to do 2. I came out with another one trying to write this yesterday. And basically what I came up with is wholesaling real estate is just like a pawn shop or a used car dealership, or honestly, a convenience store, like a 7-Eleven, like racetrack, like any of those Wawa. I love Wawa. Wawa's got great subs. Those are like A1 subs or top tier subs, Wawa. Pub subs are the best for my Florida guys, and I'm from the Southeast, but pub subs and then Wawa subs, I'd put number 2. You guys are in Boca or like Broward County, Las Espadas is like, that is the place. Like top tier sub is Las Espadas. If you're a South Florida person, I think you guys know what I'm talking about, Las Espadas, but Las Espadas pub sub Wawa. I'm not getting out of track here, but basically that's what wholesaling real estate is. These companies, these type of industries, they make money by selling convenience. And what do I mean by this? Let's say I have a watch or something, and the watch is worth 10 grand. Okay. Let's say the watch is worth $1,000. Okay. And someone offers like watch is worth $1,000. And, the pawn shop's like, I give you 800 for it. And the pawn shop's going to make money, but is it worth actually putting the watch on the market, meeting people, dealing with that? Some people are like, for 800 cash, I don't have to deal with it. I'll take it, and that's what a lot of people, they'll trade equity in that watch for speed and the convenience and the quickness and the easiness of a cash sale. They just get their money now. Okay. It's like why you go to GameStop, sell your games on GameStop. GameStop is everyone back in the day when like those games used to drop, like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. I was there. Like day one to get those games. If you traded in a game there, you would absolutely get raked over the coals. The game's worth 40 and they'll just give you 20 for it. And you'll probably take it because it's easy and convenient and you can use it you can trade it in for other games. So what I'm I was a DS guy too back in the day, like elementary school. Shout out to Picto Chat. But really what you did is it was very fast. It was very easy. It was very, very convenient. So that's what it is. So a pawn shop does that. A used car dealership, you don't want to put the car on there. You don't want to deal with the VIN, meet with people behind a shady parking lot to sell a car. Now they're like all stinky and they're driving your car, test driving it, and they're looking under the cylinder, and you don't want to deal with that. You'll sell the car for a discount for cash. Even a convenience store. Like you could easily go to Walmart and pick up, let's say a bag of chips for $2. But Walmart's 5 miles away and you got a 7-Eleven right here. It's going to be $2.50 for some chips. You're paying almost 25% more than what the chips are actually worth because of the speed and convenience of the convenience store, of the 7-Eleven, racetrack, Wawa type thing. So that is what we're doing. We are trading people the speed and convenience of a cash sale in real estate for a little bit of equity. And what we do is we make money off that little bit of equity. Now, pawn shops, they're going to make $200 off of that 1,000. That's okay. But what if we get a discount on a $200,000 or $300,000 house? You're making more than $200. The average assignment fee that I have in my business is close to $20,000-$30,000. And we're getting multiple tons of those per month. Now, if I get all excited, I mean, I literally eat, slept, breathing, wholesaling real estate for 5 years straight. So I am like obsessed, like crazy like this in this business. So I don't think you're going to get 7 figures starting out right or beginning. You can easily do it. It's going to take time and a lot of effort, but this business is great. That's what you're doing. So quick thing is, for most real estate sales, especially with realtors, most like sellers will just give a discount, even on market, for just cash offers. Cash offers are quicker. You don't have to deal with loans. It's a lot easy and simple. So a lot of real estate investors, they'll just give cash and they'll get discounts on market. Now we're doing off market properties here, but on market properties listed on the MLS, they'll even give a discount for cash because it's just easy and convenient and it closes quicker. Next here is we're going to write up a contract, basically an agreement between me and the seller that, hey, I'm going to buy your house here for $100,000. Okay. That's really what they are. And at freewholesaling.com, I completely break down exactly how to do all this, what a contract looks like, what all the fancy schmancy talk is on it. It's all there, all my ad copy. It is literally all there for you. So it's really easy, speedy, and convenient. On the bottom there, I'm going to have it here. It's freewholesaling.com. But that's basically the process of it. Next here, we're going to go to a title company. And the title company, we're going to give them an earnest money deposit of $100. Now, before I lose you here, earnest money is basically just a down payment we're going to give on it. And this is going to be your first question is like, do I lose this $100? No, you actually get the $100 back if you, let's say you can't find someone to buy this contract for you. So you can get out of these contracts very, very easily the way they're written at freewholesaling.com. That's where all the ad copy and all the fun stuff is there. So that's the one thing I can tell you right here. So next here is, what is a title company? And I didn't really understand completely what a title company was when I got my first wholesaling deal. I'll be completely honest with you. So I think it's important that you should understand it, even though Zach didn't understand it. I had to really sort of completely understand it when I was like 17. When I was 18, I understood the concept. But really, the role of a title company is to verify that the title to the real estate, the house, is legitimately given to the homeowner. Let's say, for example, I mean, a lot of people are spending hundreds, like you're spending $500,000 on a house, and that person wasn't the real owner, and you have to give the house back, but you spent $500K and you go and get that back. That's not good. So you want to make sure the title is actually right, that, hey, you're the right person. So let's say that, Jim dies and Jim's like fifth brother's uncle's sister's college roommate says, I'm the heir, and they take it and sell it to you and you buy it for $500,000. When it turns out Jim had a son who's like 22 who just graduated law school, and they're going to take the house back easily and they're going to lose that $500K. So a title company verifies it. So let's say all this crazy thing happens. The title company give me insurance, say, oh, you know what? We messed up here. Here's an insurance policy that, Jim's son gets the house, but here's the proceeds that you lost. So you get that back. It's very important to just basically rest easy at night knowing. So next here's we're going to find a cash buyer. A cash buyer is the person that buys the contract for us. Usually this is someone who wants to buy a rental property. This is someone who wants to flip the house for a profit. We're going to sell our contract for a slight discount. So say the house worth 110, might sell for 109. Just give them a little bit of a discount too, just so it's good for them too. But are really going to find someone who wants to buy the property and honestly just flip it. That's what most of them are going to do, or buy them as a rental. We're going to walk that person through the property. We're going to find them, walk them through. Facebook's a really good way to find it. All in free wholesaling, I break it down. We're going to walk them through the house, and then they look at the house as our partner. We're going to sign an assignment of contract. This is the paperwork that basically you do to sell the contract. You assign the contract. You sell the contract. It's the best synonym I can find of that is from assigning the contract, you're selling it for a profit. That is what wholesaling real estate is all about. And that's how we get it done. So actually the shark wasn't behind me there. So we're literally assigning it for a profit. We're giving the contract for someone in exchange for money. For example, here, they agree to buy it for 110,000. I have it on a contract for 100. I say, hey, I can sell this contract for 110. They're like, fine, we'll do 110. And then from there, the paperwork is they will give 100. So next year's closing day. So what they're going to do is the cash buyer is going to give $110,000 to the title company. Title company, again, is basically the third party intermediary that takes the funds and disperses them. What they're going to do, they're going to look at that assignment of contract and basically states that I get 10 grand. So they're going to give $10,000 to me. Nice, pretty check. It's going to look really nice. And then they give 100,000, which the seller agreed to sell it for. Then they're going to get their 100K. So they get what they, so my agreement with them is to buy for 100. They get their 100. I get my 10K and the cash buyer gives $110,000 out. Perfect, right? After that, we got our money, we got our checks, we get rich and repeat. That's basically it. That is the wholesaling real estate process. Let's break down a couple more terms really quick. I wanted to gloss over is number one is marketing. Marketing, again, I kind of said that. So how are we finding these people? We're either sending them texts. We're actually probably going to send them mail sometimes. A lot of my deals I find from actually getting mail and just sending mail out. Another one here is actually calling. This is where I recommend most people start out, is you actually call these people and just ask if they want to sell the property. That's another really good one. I definitely 100% recommend that. Acquisitions here. This actually the art of negotiating and closing a deal. That's something I break down a lot. It's really acquisitions basically breaks down to being charismatic, just connecting with someone and being just a nice person and a genuine person. That's where I found the best success. Oops. Dispositions here. This is the art of selling the deal, just disposing of the property. We're just basically selling it. So that's basically where we go from there. We're just selling it, finding cash buyers. Again, guys, it is all in freewholesaling.com. And that is how we break it down. So what I want to do right now, really quick, especially for people like brand new, there's a lot of terms in wholesaling real estate. I think that's very confused. And I want to break this down a little. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of freewholesaling.com. And I'm not doing this to get you to try it, but I think this part of freewholesaling.com is really cool. And I think for someone who's brand new in this business, I think it's very, very valuable. So let me log in here really quick and pull it up for you guys. And this is going to be the wholesaling real estate the wholesaling real estate dictionary. I have a proprietary type dictionary in freewholesaling.com where this is really, really cool, actually. It breaks down all the fancy terms people say. So if you're talking to someone about real estate, a lot of people are going to say comps, ARV, very confusing terms starting out. And this would basically break it down all for you and show you exactly what it is. So I'm not going to show you everything in freewholesaling.com. You got to go there yourself to find it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're not going to. All right, let me see if I can share the video here. Welcome. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure no one can see this part. All right, we'll do this one, okay? So, all right, let me share my screen. I got to make this careful. I don't want anyone to see free wholesaling. You got to get in there to do it. Let's see. Okay, here it is. So this is freewholesaling.com. I'm not going to show you everything in it because you actually got to go there to find it. So I'm not going to give it all out. But we basically have a little dictionary in here. I just wanted you guys to see. So wholesaling acronyms, cash on cash, these are basically acronyms that people just basically explain. It's kind of confusing. And then we got a video above this. I'm not showing you the video because you got to be in freewholesaling.com to see it. And this is where I basically break down what's bankruptcy, what's trying for dollars. These little people just say this in comments and stuff. You're looking cap rate, assignment, multifamily, single family, gross profit, all that stuff. They're all in freewholesaling.com. And let me try to close this up here. I don't know how to hide it, but whatever. I'll give a sneak peek. Whatever. Screw it. really quick so you guys understand. Actually, hold on. So in freewholesaling.com, I didn't want to share that, but whatever. Basically, you're here, right? You're this is freewholesaling.com. I'm not going to click it, but basically describes my story, Rickon's story. We're going to talk about building your wholesaling foundations, marketing. Literally, I break down all of marketing on here in these modules, ARV, how to calculate ARV. That's basically how to calculate what the property's worth, valuations, entire acquisitions course, teach you dispositions right here, an advanced systems one. I break down actually real deals I've done. Here's my $100,000 deal I've done, a $50,000 Zillow Fizbo deal, quick $20,000 assignment, 15K check. I break those down, 15K, $40,000 deals, $20,000 deals. We got bonus and advanced topics. We're not really going to break that down too much because it's a little more advanced in there, but we got creative financing, commercial short sales, wholesaling, fire damage properties, wholesaling during a real estate crash, how to make 100K a month. It's all here in freewholesaling.com. So that is what is in there. That's what I push. I don't think I've shared on YouTube too much. But if you guys aren't in there, you be there or be square. That's the honest truth. So I don't have RVMs in there anymore for some of my advanced people. I don't think RVMs is technically legal, so we're not going to be doing that anymore. So I don't think it's going to be that big. But what I want to do really quick is dedicate some time to talk to you guys. Any questions you had of what I just said, and if I can answer them, I would appreciate it. And go talk about it. So let's break it down. So number one here is let's go. Hello. What is up, guys? What is up? No time to hang. Just wanted to say hello. How are you? We got Stony Madison. What is up? What's up, guys? How are you today? Jonathan, how are you? Yes, audio's working perfect. I should have seen that. I should have saw that before I started ranting, but whatever. You live and you learn. Working, it's working. Audio dope. Giadi, or I'm butchering her name. I'm really sorry. Says here, hey, Zach, I was interested in a property on Fizbo. How would I wholesale this property since it's public and other investors can reach out to the seller, like cut me out of the deal? You just get under contract. That's the best way I can really describe it. You got to get under contract. Yes. What is up? What is up? Karma and charisma and drive in English helps a lot. I'm telling you, you can have a thick accent. If you are charismatic and you literally are confident, you could do very well. Hi, Zach. I'm telling you, confidence beats an accent. So let's say I'm not confident that you have a thick accent, and like let's say you're from like Cambodia, you'll beat me every single day of the week because you have confidence. That's how important it is for this business. Great analogy. I'll be first to apply to JV as your mentor and document from A to Z to publish on your channel. Awesome. That's awesome. What's up? What's up? How difficult is it to find a cash buyer, and what is the best way to make it appealing for cash buyers? Really good question here, Anthony. And the way it's not, in my opinion, it's not difficult to find cash buyers. It's very difficult to find wholesaling deals when you're starting out. Finding cash buyers is easy. Facebook's on there. Freewholesaling.com kind of has it all. But truthfully, I've found that cash buyers on Facebook are really easy. ListREI.com's on there. PropStream. To make it appealing for cash buyers is, hey, I'm selling properties at a discount. What is not appealing for that, right? I'm literally selling you properties at a discount. What is not appealing for that? And for most people, that is all the appeal you need in the world. So I truthfully believe that's a huge appeal. See, 4951 split or whatever you want. LOL, the lessons alone would be worth it if you want to go 80-20. Oh my gosh. Marilyn got love for Zach. I appreciate it. Zach, are you an alpha male? I don't know what an alpha male is. I honestly, is this like a lingo for something? I don't understand it. I'm just a regular person. Someone asked me if I was an alpha male wholesaler, and I was like, no. I think an alpha male wholesaler is a stupid term. Alpha male, let me check. Is this lingo for something? Like I don't think I understand this. Is a man who takes charge, one who imposes will on others, not the other way around. An alpha male intimidates. I don't want to intimidate people. I I'm confident in myself, and alpha male's loud, brash, and is I that definitely it just pulls up on Google. I wouldn't consider myself that. I'm an empathetic person. I care about people, and if me trying to, I don't want to intimidate people. That's definitely against my beliefs and kind of what I try to be. So, no. Zach, big time flexer. I got the Gucci on, I made it. Jonathan, I told my son last night, you'll know an alpha male by guys who don't call themselves alpha males. I'm so happy only 7 people are watching this right now. Just shows me how many people are sleeping on success. I appreciate it. They're all different. I mean, you usually get like 100 on these things, on all the stuff. So there's laws against this in Oklahoma. We can double close. There are a few who are willing to go the extra mile to live a life of financial freedom. I don't consider that alpha male. I don't like that because you're just including male into it. Like females can go up there, go the extra mile, live a life of freedom too. I've never heard alpha female being used. So I don't like that term. It's just my opinion. I think she's a financially free human being. Plot twist, we're watching the actual Shark Tank. Very good info. I appreciate it. Could someone help me on how to ask questions on this live? You just comment. Stoney's got it up. Stoney knows what's up. I love arbitrage. Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, that's true. Exclusive Zach Ginn content there. Let's see here. Zach, knowledge is more powerful than money. And you're able to watch your dad. Oh, yeah. LOL, late, but I'm here. Hey, you're here. It's up. Thank you for the info, bro. I'm all ears. Thanks, Darian. Appreciate that. There might be a way, but I just hop on the YouTube live. You do on Facebook too. It's all there. A homeowner just called me back from leaving a voicemail and just told me he's a realtor. Those are tough leads. Not shot down, but he could become an asset for you and your business. You play your cards right. Might plug to investor your dispo, of course. Build those connections up, 100%. Juan asks, I asked if he works with investors and he's from a foreign country, so he said he's exclusive. Basically, ended the call. I had other questions. Asked somebody said he's busy and said bye. Yeah, that's what I said yesterday. Of course, pawn shops. Yeah, one of those. What's the best food in Orlando? I'm tired of Waffle House. Waffle House legit. Orlando? I'm not really from Orlando. I can't really tell you. You got in there with a game and leave without a foot. It's true. You go in there with a game and leave without a foot messing with GameStop. What's your focus on? Oh, okay. Let's see. Scott says, quick playing with your hair. I'm going to play with my hair whenever I want. Do whatever I want. Did you hit Gold's Gym today, bro? There's no Gold's Gym near me. They shut it down like 3 years ago. It's kind of sad. So I am not good. They shut down the closest Gold's Gym. So, but I just think it's a cool logo. What dialers can you record my cold calls and phone audios? ZachDialer.com's got it. So let me break it down. So it's on the bottom here. Zach, Z-A-C-H dialer.com. You can basically at ZachDialer.com record your stuff and do it. It's honestly been rough trying to tackle it part-time. Gotcha. Awesome. Let's see. Taylor feels like I'm going to get my first deal soon. I believe in you. Awesome. All right, let's see what else we got. Speak it into existence. Oh yeah. Don't say I feel like I am going to get a contract. That's definitely the way you do it. Let's see here. The life of Gabby World. What is up, Gabby? I think that's your name. Hopefully. Let's see. I haven't started wholesaling. Excuse me. I haven't started wholesaling yet, but I will start seeing a lot of home. I'll start seeing a lot. Awesome. Keep it up. Let's see. A lot of networking going on. I love to see that in the comments. What areas do you like to target? How many people are usually in that area? I like to target my local wholesaling real estate market. So there's like 300,000 people there, I would say. Thank you, Zach, for sharing your knowledge. God bless. God bless you, man. I appreciate it. Wayne, Wayne out in Tampa, killing it out there. Also, what kind of list do you prefer to target for leads? I prefer, honestly, right now, just driving for dollars leads, probably my preferred one, and probates. I just wanted to let you know this is live. Oh my God, Tila, killing me. Let's see here. Oops. When you care about others, then you truly get your blessings. No cap. Wayne speaking the truth. Yet I have a deal. Can you look at? Sure. Comment it. What's up, Paul? LOI know it's live. Show class. Can you virtually wholesale without someone on the ground? Yes, it's a little difficult. You want boots on the ground, and you can find them pretty easily. So, yeah, that's honestly what I'd say. That you can, but you just gotta see what works or not. Let's see here. I'd rather pound the phones. We got Gordon Gekko. We got the Gordon Gekko message thing on there. Wall Street's a great movie. Gordon Gekko should not be modeled as a good human being, but Gordon Gekko is definitely an enigma, I would say. I'd rather pound the phones. I mean, he was capitalism in the 80s, kind of personified, but the big phone, that's cool. I'd rather pound the phones for 5 hours a day instead of this 9 to 5 I got. Can't wait to get it going. You can do both. This really breaks down the process or the question of, should I quit my job to do wholesaling real estate? And there's so many factors in that. And Rick's like, oh, just quit your job, go. It's like, hey, I'm not going to tell someone, I'm not going to tell someone who's got like 5-6 kids that have to keep a roof over their head. Just go quit your job and go out there and do it, but I just think it's funny. Antonio says he's a Sigma Alpha. Come on, guys. I literally do not understand what that is, but okay. Smash that like button, please. Wayne knows what's up. Smash that like button, guys. Come on. Hit Wayne up for Tampa deals, I think, Hillsborough. I went driving for dollars, got some good houses on the county, assessor website, and got the homeowner's information. But how do I use this information to find an email or phone number? You got to go to truepeoplesearch.com. That is TruePeoplesearch.com. I literally feel like I'm on the spelling bee here, and I win every time because I've used True People Search that much. Let me put it in the comments though too, so you guys can know what I'm talking about here. So just get a link because you're on YouTube. So True People. So let me put this on the bottom here. TruePeopleSearch.com. So TruePeopleSearch.com. That is the website to find someone's phone number basically for free, especially when you're starting out in this business. That is definitely the one I'd be recommending right now. TruePeopleSearch.com. All right, where was I last left off here? Where was I? Okay, right here. Would you buy them trailers? I'm trying to see here. Me and Betsy Lou is wondering if you'd buy our dang trailer. The South will get out of here. LOL, he Googled it. What do you tell the seller after you get them to sign the contract? Tell them that you're going to do. So Olivia Jimenez, I believe, would be the right way to say that. The best way, especially when you're brand new, is when I'm talking to the seller, I try to make them feel ease. That they're selling the property for a discount because they want the ease and convenience of the cash sale. So you want to make them feel like they're comfortable. You know what you're doing. So what I do tell the sellers, hey, I'll call you the seller. Hey, Olivia, I appreciate we got the paperwork all done. What we're going to do next here is the title company, Mary Sue Beth here at, Alpha Male Title. She is great. What she's going to do is get your information. I'm going to give her your information. I'm going to bring this contract to it and get the earnest money there, the down payment. And what she's going to do is call you, probably get some information from you. And after that, we're just going to get your information. We're going to see, hey, do you want to check? Do you want to wire? How you really want to get paid from there? And really on the date that you want to sell it, I think we both agreed here about 30 days, more or less. That's what we're going to do. We're going to close on the property and you can move to Minnesota with your kids. It's going to be great. The one thing I do need is my partner. He might come by the property with me or without me, usually probably with me. And we just want to go look at the property 1 or 2 more times before we actually close on it. Make sure the roof's not caving in, make sure there's nothing crazy going on in the house. I've seen some crazy stuff. The house is on fire. I probably shouldn't happen, but really want to bring the partners through there. Maybe a contractor or two also, just to give me some quotes to look at things or looking at the property, just seeing if it's a good flip for us or rental. Really, that's what my partners really want to do. I'm just a person out here looking at it. I promise you that won't be the inspection. We just want to look the property over. Is that something okay, Olivia? I'm saying that really fast, but really it's very slowed down, but I want to get as many questions as I possibly can today. So that's what I would say. Master, appreciate that. So confident and very human laid. Okay. Pikachu the plush. Okay. We got the trolls out today. Smack that like button, please. I gotta just stop randomly clicking comments. I just click to the next one and just go through them so I don't miss one. And I get these crazy comments. So okay, smash that like button. That's a good one. Okay, let's read the next one. Make sure. David says, "Can you explain daisy chaining? I've heard the term multiple times, but can't find out what it means." Basically, what daisy chaining is, there's multiple definitions for it, and honestly, what I found with daisy chaining is daisy chaining is the process of JVing the JV. I think the best way I can really explain it is JVing the JV. So let's say I got the property for 100. I just can't sell this deal. My buddy here, David, what I'm going to do is JV with him and we're going to split the profits and he's going to find the buyer. He's got all the buyers. What David's going to do is he's going to find someone who actually has the buyer and then they're going to find the buyer and he's going to split it with them. So I'll get $5,000, he'll get 2,500, and then that guy will get 2,500. Let's say, for example, that someone wants to find another person, then it's all in a chain and it's basically chained up together like that, the deal. So that's the JV of a JV. What do you do if bandit signs are illegal in your area? All right, let's do it. Let me text my lawyer and tell me what you should say. Let me ask my lawyer if it's okay to tell someone to do something illegal. They're going to say no. So I cannot recommend you do anything illegal in your city, state, county, whatever municipality. I know people that do bandit signs. It's not legal, but they still do them. It's against code, but they'll get a fine if they get caught, but really can't really get caught with bandit signs if you just don't answer your full name on it. But Drake, not getting in trouble here. Do not do anything that's illegal. It's the best way I can explain it. I know people, 17-year-olds that liked wrestling in high school and, that were big fans of the Miami Dolphins in 17 that you weren't supposed to do bandit signs, but that stupid little kid, he did bandit signs and he made $100,000 with it. And you weren't supposed to, but he still did it. And yeah. Wayne says that's a fact. If you don't have to show it, be it. Sue says, to me, someone who can take charge and not depend on someone else for success or failure. Awesome. You can look up their info for free. Yes. Awesome. Do you still use bandit signs? Sometimes. Let's run it up. Can I wholesale from Ireland? Of course, Ireland. I love Ireland. I've never been. I want to go there, though. Hi, can you use any software to find deals? I use PropStream, aka listrei.com. I'll put that on the bottom for you. Listrei.com is what I use. This program's awesome. Thank you. Make the dang calls. That's all it takes, of course. Taking virtually extreme. People doing virtual wholesaling everywhere. Ireland, England, Spain, Portugal, Hungary, Hudge Fudge to all my Hungarians out there. France, Nigeria, Africa, South America, Mexico. Mexico is not South America. Okay, technically North America, but it's close to Central. But people from Costa Rica, Canada, like everyone's virtual wholesaling from everywhere. It's great. What a great synopsis you gave, plain and with examples. You rock. Thanks, Diane. I appreciate it. Can I wholesale in Ireland? Of course. How do you find investors who full renovations 100K? Facebook and listrei.com. Let's run up the programs. The truth. You buy in Illinois? No, I do not. Let's see. How do you find it? All right, answer that one. Let's see here. Where was I talking about last time? Michael says, is it the Chiefs Stadium? Looks like Michael's at Arrowhead there. Do you ever complete against your dad, or you have it by accident? When I was first starting out, yes. Virtual wholesale, do a video for people around in Europe, like how to wholesale from Europe. It's the same thing from wholesaling from Florida. That's basically it. If you wholesale on market deals, is it possible to double close or do a blind HUD? Wouldn't want the seller to see my assignment fee in the event that is large. I would do a double closing. Blind HUDs are hard, especially Isaiah, you're in California. So it'd be a lot harder to do there. I'd probably do a double closing. Ever had a bad assignment contract? Buyer didn't want to pay spread? Yes, and I learned very fast you got to get the right buyer on there. On Zen Call, when it calls multiple people, what if multiple people answer? It'll put them on hold, yes. What's your best lead gen? Direct mail currently, but that's because we spent a bunch of money. I would say cold calling right now. SMS is the easiest. Fax. Heel says, if I want to send a letter to the probate lead, the PR, do you think it's a good idea to send a pic of the house? Do not write. I think they'll get upset, so no. So Crypto King says, what do you do when you get a contract? I'm in Houston. I kind of explained it a little. Just go to freewholesaling.com, kind of explain it to you. On there, how do you find a buyer? I use Facebook. There's multiple ways to do it. Thank you. Thanks, Zach. Tampa Bay. Awesome. I'm not on Twitch. I should honestly be on Twitch. I don't know why I'm not on Twitch. Maybe I should go on Twitch. Let me write that down. Let me put it right here. Maybe I could do a Twitch. Why not, right? I just got to add an extra place to do it, right? Maybe Twitch stream wholesaling real estate. That'd be cool. I don't know why I don't do that. Good idea. What's up? What's up? How long do you typically do due diligence? I do 30 days. Let's see. Y'all better be screen recording this one answer. That entire answer was a whole bar. Oh yeah, I'm just spitting bars out here, but no, it's all recorded, so you guys can see it. Is earnest money 100% necessary for every deal? No, but it helps. I feel like it does help a lot, so that's what I would say. Let's see here. The last questions, if really immediate, that needs to be answered. Let's see here. I'll take one more before I gotta hop off. Question here is, what's the hardest obstacles you had to overcome when you first started? Basically, learning the process and learning discipline. I think learning discipline was the hardest one. I had to learn discipline. And after learning discipline, it got really easy because I just got better and better and better at it. And I literally spent all my time learning the business and learning how to do hard work. I've done hard work before, but learning to get up at like 5 a.m. and then staying up really late doing skip tracing and all that jazz, all the trials and tribulations, losing deals, getting my first deal. The hardest obstacle is learning discipline, I would say. Yes for Twitch. All right. Let's see here. Zach, can you send the contract to the seller with everything filled out except for your name, and then you add your name after they've signed it? MJJ Smooth Criminal, I'll answer this one because you are literally almost on every single live, and I have to answer your questions because you are awesome. Yes, you can. And I do that sometimes with DocuSign or Dotloop. So that's definitely what I'd recommend. So that's really it. So Stanley also said here, ever had a seller not want to sell a few days after going on a contract? This happened to me 2 days ago, I think. Multiple ways. You can do a memorandum of, or you can do an affidavit of equitable interest. A lot of ways to do it. If they don't want to sell, probably for price, and you might have to go up your price a little, but that's really it. And there's other ways to do it. We're not really going to talk about today, but that's it, guys. Remember, hop on to freewholesaling.com. Join me on Wholesaling Houses for Real. That's my Facebook group. Talk to you guys and do one-on-one Zoom, one-on-one like video chats with you guys too. I like doing that. So appreciate it. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Truly appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Remember, smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you guys so much.